everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. Welcome to my brand new series, Setting Powder Wars. This is episode 1, and if you're watching in the future, I will go ahead and link down all of the episodes below. I will be testing out 10 drugstore setting powders for your oily skin, and for each of these powders, I will be doing an all-day wear test, a flashback test, a baking test, and a light setting powder test. So let's get into setting powder number 1, and that's the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This ultra smooth powder hides tiny lines, wrinkles, and blemishes and gives a new softness to your skin. I tested out this setting powder for 2 days, and day 1 is the baking test. So let's roll the tape. So this is transparent. It is super soft, super velvety feeling, and it's very finely milled. So I'm just gonna put this on the areas where I put my concealer and the creases and cracks of my face, and just basically where I get super oily. I do bake, so now we are going to wait. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and dust this off. Spread this all around as I am dusting it off. Just whatever powder is left on the brush, I'm just going to take it all over so that way my foundation can set. So let's do a close-up on what it looks like right now before I use the rest of my makeup and set my face with the setting spray, just that way you guys can see what it looks like. I am dry on my nose right now because it is winter, so I do have some dryness going on. There's the forehead. I'm gonna put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror and it actually looks really, really good. I do see that I have some texture going on in this area, like around the mouth. You can definitely see that there is a powder. I do bake, so that definitely could be a me problem. I do a lot of powder because I am super oily and I just want as much powder to soak up my oils as much as possible. So that could be a me thing, but the rest of my face looks absolutely beautiful. It looks matte, it looks really good. So let me just show you guys up close. There's my forehead, my eyes, where I baked underneath. Here's my nose. Of course, I told you that I do have some dry areas just because it is winter and yeah. And here is where you can see that I have the powder around my face. So other than seeing the powder around my face, I think that the rest looks really good, but of course the real test is to see how it wears all day. So I will definitely be back for a check-in. Here I am 9 hours later and I took a walk. I had my mask on. I also took a nap, and yeah, I did not touch up because I did want to see what the powder did for my foundation. So let's go ahead and take a close up. So the forehead looks really good. Under the eyes look pretty good as well. Looks good. You can see some creasing here, some texture going on here. You can see some creasing over here as well. So overall, I think that this powder did a pretty good job with absorbing all of my oils and just keeping my foundation on for 9 hours. So tomorrow I'm only gonna try setting my eyes and setting the creases of my face. I'm not gonna be baking. So this is day 2 and I've been wearing this makeup for about 8 hours now. And today I just set the under eye and then just the creases, and that's pretty much it. I did no baking, nothing like that. So looking at my makeup, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look as textured as it looked yesterday when I did bake. I did have some creasing on my under eye, but now it's actually, I don't see the creasing anymore. I don't see the texture under my eyes. Yeah, that's really weird. Like I've never not baked, and now that I just set my under eyes and set my creases, I actually really like it. So let me just show you guys. You can see the under eye. There's no concealer getting in the crease. Like it's just no creasing. Like it just looks so good. Like look right here where I set it. I set I didn't even set the nose. I just set the creases and right here, and that's it. I didn't set the nose at all. I think that this looks pretty good. I did forget to mention that I did not do any touch-ups at all today, so these are my oils just coming out for the day. Yeah, I think that this held up really well. So as I was doing research for this series, this one did come up as like, I wanna say number 5 on a lot of websites as one of the best setting powders for oily skin. Now, I've actually been using this one for quite a while now, but I still wanted to add it to this series so that way I can test it amongst all the other setting powders that are best for oily skin. The number one thing about this setting powder is the fragrance. And if you guys know me, you know I actually have a terrible sense of smell. So for me to say that kind of says something. So if you're sensitive to fragrances, just beware because this one is crazy, crazy fragranced. I noticed whenever I was baking that there was just a lot of texture going on in the mouth area. And I'm guessing that's because where I have the most creases of my face. So that I did notice, but when I did just my light setting powder, all I did was just set the foundation. I didn't bake, I didn't do any heavy powder. I just lightly dusted and it actually turned out pretty great. The texture around my mouth was not as noticeable at all. And then I did notice that my under eye area looked a lot better because I didn't bake my under eyes. And I noticed when I initially did it, there was some creasing, but then after a while, like my oil started to mix in with everything and it looked really smooth. It looked really nice. I also did the flashback test. So here is the picture. As you guys can see, this definitely did not show any flashback. It definitely passed that test. Overall, I think this setting powder is really nice, and I'm really glad that we started with this one first. That way I can definitely compare my favorite drugstore setting powder to the rest of them that are supposed to be really good for oily skin. So let me know down in the comments below, have you guys tried this setting powder out? Do you like it? Do you not? How do you guys use it? Let me know down below, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks, bye.